So hello everyone. So today in this video we will do the demo of database in practice, how we can use database in AWS. So in this demo we will use RDS, Amazon RDS relational database, which is provided by Amazon, in which you have multiple databases options, multiple databases engine options, you can say, like MariaDB, MySQL and many others. So today in this video we will see how we can improve the operational efficiency, availability and performance efficiency of the database by using multi-zone architecture model and a read replica in the in different availability zone. So in this video we were practicing some databases in AWS. So this is the whole architecture of what we are doing in this demo. So we were creating a RDS database instance in an availability zone with read and write access, and we also create a synchronous replication to another RDS another RDS replica of it, which is a standby replica basically in another availability zone. So if any failover happens with this instance, RDS instance, then it will redirect it to the standby replica, this RDS instance. So this is the synchronous replication here we are performing, and then after that we will create a read replica of that database, which have only the read only access in different availability zone. So this setup we are done, we complete this setup in this demo. So let's go to our AWS console, log in with your credentials, and let's get started. So just go to the AWS console and log in with your credentials. We are doing this demo in the North Virginia region, US East 1, and go to the search bar and type RDS. So RDS is a managed relational database service provided by AWS. So you landed on this page. So just go to the database section right here. You can see there is no any database right now, so just create a new database. So here you can see that we have two options of creation of database. One is the standard create and one is the easy create. So for the easy create, it automatically chooses the best practice configurations to create the database, but for now we are just using the standard create, where we set all the parameters and in which availability zones, how our availability of database is happening, all these things, backup and maintenance in the standard create. So just choose the database creation method as standard create, and next we have different engines available. Like for now there are, it shows 8 engines are available. Aurora MySQL, which is its proprietary AWS database, then MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, IBM DB2. So let's just create a MariaDB database. Just select the MariaDB and scroll down. You have to choose the engine version. So there are different MariaDB versions are available. So let me select the default one, that is 10.6.14, and just scroll down. Next you have to choose a sample template to meet your use case, for which requirement you are creating this database. So basically for production purposes, this database uses the best computing power resources, so for the fast and consistent performance. For development and testing purposes, there is another environment, and some free tier is also available. So in this demo we are using dev and test, and just go down. Now we have to set our database name identifier. So let me just name it as my database, and next we have to add some master username, which is the basically root username. Let it be admin, and create a master password for it. So just type the password as ABC131234. So if you choose auto generated a password, it will automatically generate a password, but let me not just create an auto generated password. Let me just type the password. If you are not able to get the show password button, so you have to just type the password, type the correct password, so that you will be able to log in later. So I am typing the password, and again just retype that password again. So just retype the password again. Next you have to scroll down. Now we have to set some configuration of our instance, of database instance. So just scroll down, and here you can see there are some classes available for our database instance class. So we are using the T2 brush table class. So this is basically the low CPU and low RAMs instances. So these are AM classes with standard classes, and some RNX classes with memory optimized classes. So we are using bus table class in this demo. So just choose the bus table class and choose the database type as DB3. db.t3, just type T3 micro, T3x large, if we, yeah, this one. So for this we are using 4 CPU and 16 GB of RAM with a network speed of 2780 Mbps. So next you have to choose the storage, what kind of storage you want to use. So just choose the GP2 and allocate some storage, how much storage you want. So the minimum value is 20 GB. So how much storage you want in your database, it will be allocated to that. I want only 20 GB. This is the minimum value, so I am allocating it to the minimum value. So next scroll down, and you have this option of storage auto scaling. So just expand it. You will see that it auto enables the auto storage auto scaling, and up to 1000 GB it will auto scale. So this features helps us to get our database auto scale automatically, Basically we allocate 20 GB of data, but if we store more than that, it will automatically scale this database up to 1000 database 1000 GB. Next we have to choose the availability and durability. So we are for multi-AZ deployment. If we don't want to create that multi-AZ deployment, so just choose this one, but we want to create a standby instance. So we will see, as we see earlier in the architecture, we will create a standby instance. So just let me check it out. This is the standby instance of this main database, you can see that. So we are choosing to create this standby instance. Just choose this one and scroll down. Next, in the connectivity tab, you have to choose the network connectivity or the VPC in which you want to build this database. So just choose the default one and scroll down, choose the subnet group if any, and otherwise choose the default one, and just scroll down And next you have to provide the public access, whether your database will be publicly accessible or not. So just choose no to the public access. So in this case RDS does not assign any public IP address to the database. So if you choose yes, it will assign a public IP address, and through which you can connect your database from publicly. So we are choosing no, so it does not assign any public IP address to this database. And next you have to choose a security groups for it. So just choose the security groups as default one, which is pre-created. Just leave it as it is, and just scroll down. So we done the database authentication and password authentication, which we are setting the password earlier. In the monitoring tab, we some performance insights are there which are turned on by default, but we don't want this monitoring options to be turned on, so just turn it off. And in additional configuration you will see enable enhanced monitoring. So for your according to your requirement you can enable this, but for this demo we are not enabling any monitoring tools to this database. So just clear those fields to turn off the permanent performance insights and disable the enhanced monitoring. Next, go to the additional configuration pane and initialize a database into your data into your MariaDB database. So just create a database name as my database. DB parameter group, it will auto select as DB parameter group. It will be of default MariaDB 10.6, and some option groups are also available. And for the backup purpose, it enable automatic backup of which backup retention period of 7 days. So just leave the field as default and scroll down. Next, in the encryption part, you will see it will auto enable by default it enables the encryption, so it will use the AWS KMS key, the default one. You can also provide your own KMS key if you want, if you have KMS created inside your account. So it uses that KMS to encrypt for the encryption purpose of the database. So just keep it as default, keep this set enable, and scroll down. So next, in the maintenance section you will see that it enables the auto minor version upgrade. So if any minor version is there in your database, like if any minor version is coming in the MariaDB, then it will automatically enable, it will automatically upgrade. So we don't want that minor version upgrade, so we will keep it as default. We will disable it and clear this field. So the maintenance window is choose with the no preference. Next, you will scroll down and reach at the bottom of the configuration page, where you will see the estimated monthly costs. It calculates according to that. So what is the monthly cost it will what is the estimated monthly cost it will charge you? So it will charge a total of $401 for this is for the DB instance, and this is the storage if you according to the storage you want. So you can also click on RDS pricing to see the pricing table, and you can simply AWS simply monthly calculator to use the estimate your monthly cost. So I have also created a video on AWS calculator, so you can use that also to get this estimated monthly cost. After that, just click on create database. It is some add-on are also appear on the screen, like you can see adjust add-on on my database. So we don't want this, so just close it. So it will take some time until it's status is available. Let me just pause this video and again join. So after a few minutes you can see that our database is successfully created, but its status is in modifying state. So just wait for few more minutes until its status is active. Just wait for few more minutes. So after few minutes you will be able to see that our status is changing to backing up state. So from modifying, it will now changing the state is to in backing up state. You can see the CPU and current activity, so there is no any other connection right now, and the CPU usage is very low. So right now our database in the backing up state, so let's wait for few more minutes until it is in the active state. So after few minutes you will be able to see our database status will be available. Just review it and click on my database. You will be able to see all the details, what are the DB instance we use, my database name is here, how many correct activities is there. So these are the in the connectivity and security you can see which VPC it is using and on which port it will be accessible, through which you can, if you want to connect, you can easily collect. So in our VPC we can easily connect, but this is not publicly accessible, you can see. And which is certifying authority, this is RDS 2019, and some other things. So in the monitoring page there is some CloudWatch logs, some log events are also there. So this is the log events, so DB, how our DB instance started or shut down. These all the things are stored in the log. So in the configuration part you can see how many CPU, RAM, its availability, the master user, what is the username of root, that is the admin, and the ARN is also available here, you can see that, and which KMS it used for encryption, and some tags. If you want to add some tags, you can add some tags here. If you want to add some tags, you can add some tags here. So this is our RDS database is finally successfully created in AWS. So until now we have created this RDS DB instance, and we also created this Amazon RDS standby replica for the for any failover. If any failover happens, it will redirect it to this one. So these two databases are in the synchronous replication, and both are in the different AZ. So we have done this part until now. Let's move to the how we can create the read-only access database, and or we can see that how we can create the RDS read replica from this RDS database instance. So just again go back to our AWS console, and you can see the action tab here, where you can see you can set up an EC2 instance connect, set up Lambda connections, and create a read replica. So just you have to click that create the read replica button. So it will pop up the read replica source and some configurations which it wants. So just choose the read replica source from where you want to replicate another database for only reading read only purpose, and enter the database identifier. So this is the read replica DB of my database. This provide a database instance identifier, so that it will create according to that with this name, with this database identifier name. Just choose all, leave all the default fields as it is, and it uses the same instance, it's in the same region with same storage amount, same VPC, and leave all these things as default. And in maintenance you can disable it if you want, because this is the minor version upgrade. As you, if you remember, we also disable in the database part also. And just click on let me just enable it, and just provide the database identifier name, and just go to the scroll button and create the read replica. So by clicking on this, you will just creating a read replica of my database instance. So you can see that now again my database status is going to the modifying state, and a new database read replica my database is creating with the role replica. So this is my primary database, and this is my replica database. So after it creates the replica database, you will see it will create in different AZ with in the same region but different AZ. So our primary database is in the US East 1C. Let's wait for few minutes until it's created, and then check whether in which availability zone our read replica is created. So wait for few minutes. So in few minutes you can see that our read replica is also created. So you can see right here. So the my database is the primary database, and from that primary database we create a read replica database, and it will be created in another availability zone. So the primary database in the 1C, and the read replica is in the another availability zone. So in this way you can do the demo for the database practice in AWS. So in this way you can practice some database concepts, create some database in AWS. Hope you guys like this video. Thank you.